still think about you a lot. Do you think about me?
Here's another one. Videos like these surface and then they're taken off the web. Then they're re-uploaded. I'd like to thank the people who are able to re-upload them. If not, they would disappear completely. It's what they want. Accounts are suspended, if not banned, from their platforms for releasing videos like these. For doctors who are speaking up and coming out, putting their license on the line, you earn a medal.
So there is an emerging problem that we're having in society all over the world, actually, and it's called chemtrail lung. There are more and more respiratory conditions that are showing up because of the toxic chemicals, heavy metals, gases, virus particles, and other things that are being sprayed across the atmosphere, especially in this area, because Palmdale Airport is the source of a lot of top secret activity that takes place. And there's also a lot of still breathing of fracking gases from Porter Ranch and the other surrounding areas. That big, yeah. And also because of the topography, of the way the Santa Ana winds blow in this area. Right. And on top of all of that, the smog. And on top of all of that, what we see, what we know about the amount of inhalation of mold and mildew against the walls of the buildings and things of this sort. So a lot of combination of all of these things, plus the overuse of antibiotics. Less fear.
Overuse of antibiotics. Antibiotics are given for mostly anything and everything. Also, the Santa Ana winds blowing everything into the city. The gas leak that was broadcasting nationwide in Porter Ranch, the gas leak. The smog, the chemtrails. The chemtrails that are sprayed into our skies. Look up the ingredients or look up the chemicals that are in there, in these chemtrails. Now, you do that research on your own, and I'm going to help you with some of the stuff this gentleman said. He mentioned in Palmdale, you have airports that have a lot of secret things, rabbit ears, going on. Well, let's not forget something. Watch this. Also located in Mojave, close to Palmdale. Edwards Air Force Base, located in Kern County, not too far off from Lancaster, Mojave, or Palmdale. See these pictures right here? Nothing on the top. Edwards Air Force Base is indeed one of the largest and most historically significant military installations in the United States. So, doing my research on this area, and the pictures you just saw, there's nothing on top, which means the base is underneath. Okay? A lot of you are wondering, hey, what does that have to do with what the video just said? Well, the gentleman in the video stated in Palmdale, there's a lot of secret stuff happening in the skies. Okay. I believe so. Right? Chemtrails. Chemtrails. Look at what Google says about it. If you could read that. Right? Chemtrails being reported as contrails. WikiLeaks, chemtrail conspiracy theory. And you have your videos about contrails and chemtrails. Listen, you ain't gonna fool me, that's for sure. I can look this up myself, and I'll believe what I want to believe, and you can believe what you want to believe. Now let's just say, okay, well, it's another conspiracy theory. Well, we know a lot of conspiracy theories have came true a lot lately. It's contrails, right? Well, check this out. If it is contrails and not chemtrails, why did one of the states in America ban geoengineering, which is considered weather modification activities, which means they are modifying the weather? A lot of people say they're blocking out the sunlight because sunlight gives out natural nutrients to us. Read this part. Well, yeah, I haven't even read this actually, but it just goes along with what I just said, and you read it yourself. Right. If you look it up, a lot of other states are actually looking into banning this as well. It's been happening so long, and a lot of you who are still with us have been here in the early 50s, even the 40s or the 30s, maybe, know that that is not normal. A lot of people are arguing and say, well, our aircraft has developed a lot since the early 40s, 50s. Okay. So wouldn't that mean it would not leave such a trail that doesn't evaporate? You would expect it to, since our technology has become more advanced and our aircraft have become more advanced. It should be more sufficient, and it should not be releasing as much as what you want to call contrails. So what I believe you are confusing with the contrails are the airplanes that are in the sky, and they do leave a trail behind that only lasts about a couple seconds. We've seen those. We're not stating, we're not comparing what we're speaking about here with those airplanes. What we're speaking about are those airplanes up there that are leaving these trails that go from one side of the city or state to the other side of the state. We don't know. Sometimes we can't see where it started all the way. And these trails do not evaporate. What they do is they stay in the sky. Wherever we're standing, wherever we can see it, it gets closer and closer. And it expands and widens. As it gets closer to us, then it becomes more foggy and cloudy. And before you know it, we're in the middle of it. That's not normal at all. So you believe what you want. I'm not here to change your mind or convince you. This is something that should be brought up and thought about. There's a lot of people out here that are getting sick out of nowhere, never had issues, especially children, sadly, and all these birth defects that have now become more dependent on the medical industry can and is also sadly, involved with this. The doctor stated it himself, and he's probably one of the only few who would say that and just pretty much had enough. Doesn't want to be part of this whole, my PhD, I'm a doctor with my chip on my shoulder. I'm the cool guy, I'm the tough, I know everything, I'm the smart one, I'm the human engineer. Yeah, that's true. But as well, you fell in line, you fall in line. You do what you're told by the medical industry. And there's very few people like this gentleman who stand up against it and say, I don't care, I'm going to speak the truth. And if that costs me my house, my car, all the money in my bank and my license, so be it. Let the truth be told.
Tell you the truth, we not gonna tell you no lie. Better bye 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 bye. Better bye 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 bye. Listen, my son, kill up the high five. Better bye 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 bye. Better bye 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 bye.
Now, before I leave you, I want to say something. I do not choose a side, and I do not want you to choose a side. This is not why I publish these videos. I want you to have a mind of your own and do your own investigating and your own searching. With that being said, I'll leave you with this one last phrase. Until next time, you only die once, but you live every day.